It's time for Caribbean News, covering current events from around the world, regionally and locally, with Sean Garrity on this station. It's news the Caribbean can use. And now, the details. Point-to-point inflation hits 11.3% for first time since CPI basket established. Jamaica last month recorded its largest point-to-point inflation rate since the implementation of the Consumer Price Index, or CPI basket, in April of 2020, as it registered an 11.3% jump since March 2021. The CPI measures changes in the general level of prices for consumer goods and services purchased by private households. In a statement on Tuesday, the Statistical Institute of Jamaica, or Statin, said the main contributors to this upward movement were the division's food and non-alcoholic beverages, which went up 14.7%. Housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels, which saw a 9.6% increase, and transport, which jumped 14.3%. The inflation rate for the fiscal year 21-22, which covers April 2021 to March 2022, was 11.9%. At the same time, Statin noted that the inflation rate for March 2022 was 1.6% over the previous month, and this movement was largely impacted by a 1.9% increase in the index for the heaviest weighted division, food and non-alcoholic beverages. The two groups with the division, food and non-alcoholic beverages, registered increases of 2% and 0.6% respectively. Food was mainly impacted by higher prices for tomato, cabbage, onion, and sweet peppers, Statin said. This resulted in an increase of 5.3% in the index for this class: vegetables, tubers, plantains, cooking bananas, and pulses. Statin said the overall rate of inflation was also influenced by a 3.9% increase in the index for the division housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels, and a 0.6% increase in the index for the transport division. The inflation rate in the housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels division was due largely to a 9.6% increase in the index for the group electricity, gas, and other fuels caused by higher electricity rates for the period. However, the increase in the division was tempered by a 1% fall in the index for the group water supply and miscellaneous services to the dwelling, due to the reductions in water and sewage rates. The increase in the transport division was due mainly to higher prices for fuels and lubricants. Trinidad and Tobago opposition stages protest against fuel price increases. Opposition leader Kamla Persad says she intends to raise, as a matter of urgent public importance in Parliament, the government's recent announcement of an increase in fuel prices. The $1 TnT to 0.16 cents per litre increase in fuel prices went into effect as of midnight on Monday, and Prasad Bisesar, speaking at a protest march organized by her United National Congress, or UNC, in Debe, said she would raise the matter as well as the crime situation in Parliament. This past weekend has been a most murderous one, mayhem and crime, 13 and counting, so we are protesting about skyrocketing crime. She told supporters that Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, who left on Tuesday for Barbados for talks with senior United States officials, was engaged in the price of evading questions that would be put to him during the Prime Minister's question time in the Parliament. Opposition legislator Dr. Rudal Munilal told the UNC supporters that the increase in fuel prices will have a multiplier effect and everything will go up because of the price increase.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Funtastic DJs. For all your entertainment needs, it's funtasticdjs.com.
In entertainment, No Lie to No Fear. Sean Paul elated as Dua Lipa collab joins YouTube's billion views club. Sean Paul is elated that the video for No Lie, his dancehall pop collab with British singer Dua Lipa, has surpassed the 1 billion views milestone on YouTube 5 years after its release. It's the Jamaican superstar's first song as a lead artist to enter the billion views club on the video sharing platform. The big milestone coincides with the 4/20 release of the fifth single for his upcoming Scorcher album titled No Fear with Damian Marley and reggaeton singer Nicky Jam. That song will appear alongside a slew of new dancehall pop collaborations on the album, which is due out next month via Island Records. In business, wedding industry preps for a 2022 boom. More than 2.5 million wedding ceremonies are expected to take place in 2022, and the uptick in events, coupled with pent-up demand, could mean an industry-wide boost in 2023. This report produced by Trevor Corral.
It may be a sign of a return to normal. Weddings are back in style. While not all will be as lavish as the Beckham-Peltz multi-million-dollar wedding, the US is set to see a marriage bonanza this year, with upwards of 2.5 million ceremonies. That's left industry insiders preparing for a big scramble, including Jim Markham, CEO of David's Bridal, which has around 300 stores across the US, Canada, and the UK.
There's really a sense that things are getting back to normal, right? Which is so powerful. You know, we all got into 2020 and the world was turned upside down for a lot of these brides, right? Who had booked venues or, you know, were in the process of planning their events.
According to research company The Wedding Report, wedding-related products and services are going to see a major boost. Sales are set to jump to $68 billion, 31% more this year than last. That's even above the level of 2 years ago. And after so many months of sweatpants, brides seem ready to dress up again. Anthropologie's bridal business says there's a demand for sleek, sensual dresses.
Clearly, we see brides in the system. She's out there in a scramble trying to find her, venue. And what's so interesting is we really see, as a result, this elongating, right? It's going to be through 22 and 23. So, you know, it really is interesting to see how it plays out.
It's not all smooth sailing ahead, though. Months of supply chain disruptions, as well as the lingering remnants of the health crisis, will keep retailers and couples on their toes for months to come.
And in sports, West Indies all-rounder Pollard retires from international cricket. West Indies white ball captain Kieron Pollard announced his retirement from international cricket on Wednesday, calling time on a career which saw him feature more than 200 times across one-day and T20 internationals. Pollard, 34, played 123 ODIs and 101 T20s for the West Indies since making his debut in 2007, scoring 4,275 runs and taking 97 wickets in total. The Trinidadian all-rounder was part of the team that won the T20 World Cup in 2012. He led with the West Indies 61 times in the two formats, of which they won 25. And in your Palm Beach weather, it's partly cloudy with gusty winds in the afternoon, high of 79 degrees. Winds east-northeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Then at night, a few clouds with a low of 73. Winds east-northeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. And in Fort Lauderdale, partly cloudy with a high around 80 degrees. Winds east-northeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies early, followed by increasing clouds with showers developing later that night. Low at 73 degrees with east-northeast winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour. There's also a 40% chance of rain. And that was the news, entertainment, and sports with Sean Garrity. Be sure to stay tuned to this station for more news from around the world, locally, and the Caribbean.